Recently, the NCAA added another test for athletics in order to play. Deaths over sickle cell have put the NFL and NCAA under pressure. The NCAA delegates have voted 254 over 200 in favor of this. This will require athletes to test for sickle cell starting August 1st, requiring schools to confirm health statuses of the player. The question is, what is sickle cell? To get a better understanding, let's go to our biology expert, Fabian. Welcome, guys. Today we're going to talk about sickle cell anemia with AP biology expert Fabian. Today we're talking about sickle cell anemia and the trait. So, okay, let's begin. So, what is sickle cell? Sickle cell is just an abnormal red blood cell that's in your body. As you can see in this picture, when you have normal red blood cells, they look like donuts. They're rich in oxygen and they run through your body. But when you have sickle cell disease, your body creates these hook-shaped red blood cells that clog out your body and causes you to have a heart attack or a seizure. Okay? Let's talk about what is sickle cell trait. Sickle cell trait is when one of your parents, mom or dad, has it, and when they mate and you come out, you're a carrier. You don't necessarily have the disease. You don't have the disease. You're just a carrier or a trait. As you can see in this picture to your right, when you have normal blood cells, like I mentioned earlier, they're all donuts and they flow through your body easily because they get to bounce off each other and don't clog up. But whenever you do have the disease, they become all odd looking, crescent, hook looking, and that's what causes it to clog up, and it really messes up certain organs of your body. Okay, let's keep on going to, so we keep on going. We're going to talk about how you really get it, or how the trait is passed on. For instance, for the picture on your left side, we have mom and dad. Dad is clean. He's not a carrier, nor does he have the disease. But next to him, we have mom, who is a carrier. When they mate, there is 50-50 or half, saying that 2 of them are going to come out normal and 2 of the kids are going to come out with the trait. Not the disease, but the trait. Now, on the other picture, both mom and dad are carriers. In saying so, only one child is going to be clean. 2 of the childs are going to be carriers, and 1 child, unfortunately, is going to have the disease. Now, how do we figure that out? You can do with Punnett squares, as we taught in class, or you can use different alleles and multiply them. Okay, let's just talk briefly about a little bit of history about sickle cell. Okay, so one of the things that is very important to know is where it originated from. Well, as you know, it originated in the African continent, and as years went by and people migrated to Europe, the United States, and South America, it expanded. As you can see down here at the bottom map, not the top one, but bottom, sickle cell has expanded tremendously over the past decade. One interesting thing about having sickle cell is that you're immune to malaria. Malaria affects people, but if you have sickle cell, you do not get it. You're immune to it. So we talked about sickle cell trait. Let's talk about sickle cell anemia. So sickle cell anemia is when you do have the disease, and it's most genetically common in the United States, and it's estimated that 70,000 to 80,000 Americans have the sickle cell disease. Now, it is inherited, just like sickle cell trait, and because it's the disease, you are gonna have the crescents, not the donuts, but the crescents red blood cells. Okay, let's talk about how do you get it. It's simple. The same way you get the trait, the same way you get the disease. We go with alleles, dominant and recessive. You do the Punnett square, and probabilities is that one of you is gonna have it. Now, in saying so, let's get it just a little bit of review. Sickle cell trait, you do not have the disease, but it is inherited, and people with sickle cell are resistant to malaria. Now, sickle cell anemia, you have the disease, unfortunately, and it is inherited. Okay, situation here is that the NCAA and NFL have been strictly under pressure because some of their players have died of sickle cell trait, because when you over-exercise, your blood is running and regular blood cells turn into crescent and start clogging up your body, and you eventually die. The problem is that they don't want to screen their players, but other people want to in order to save lives. Well, thank you guys for being with Fabian in today's AP lab for sickle cell. Hope you liked it. Have a wonderful evening. Ciao.